Alrighty, Robert, we're going to have a little look and see what the difference is between images of the Earth and the moon. And of course, when we look at the moon, even through a set of binoculars, we can see how rough the edge of the moon is. We can see the craters. We can see along the terminator line on the edge of the moon. We can see the roughness of that from Earth at 250,000 miles. It doesn't take much. However, when we see a picture of the Earth, even from a balloon or from low Earth orbit, it is perfectly smooth. Beautiful smooth edge. That particular image there is from the International Space Station, so it's about 250 miles off. But if you compare that to something that's 250,000 miles and you see how rough it is, that's beautiful. That could be on their way, so-called, to the moon.
This is very strange because here's Apollo 11. They were taking these photos of Earth while they were on their way to the moon. The image gallery doesn't give the miles out that they were, but you can obviously tell that this is definitely in low Earth orbit somewhere, or just a little further out than that. So this would be a little higher than the space station. You could see the land masses down on the far right corner, but you can't see anything else. On the ones from the ISS, you can actually see the land masses. They're huge. So this has to be further out.
But look at that terminator line. Look at how smooth it is in all of these images. That particular image there is 60 miles from the lunar surface. But my point in particular is from a telescope, from Earth at 250,000 miles, you can see how rough the moon is. And yet at 100 miles from the Earth, you see a very smooth object. When you compare the two, there you can see at the bottom of that, you can see how rough, you can see the craters. The highest point on the moon is 18,500 feet, and the Earth has something that's close to 30,000 feet. How come the Earth is smooth at a very close distance and the moon is rough when you can see it with a set of binoculars at 250,000 miles away? Those pictures from Apollo 11 are absolutely ridiculous. That's just a plaster mold.